Anakna Waha'a Bar Yasha'Allah, we the Hebrew Israelites, coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Stations, Israelite foreigners. Nacham Matam, Kaya, Hamalakwat Hashemayim Korab. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. First and foremost, before we get started, I'm going to say, Call Layim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua Bahasham Chag. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth and rule well. And much respect to you bros that are pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So pretty much before we cut the camera on, we was going into the fear of the Lord, you see, because that's of utmost importance. All right, because in Jacob's trouble, essentially, that's what's going to keep brothers stable. We can actually start with that, Isaiah 33 and 6.
Con, I got you. You want me pull it now?
Mm-hmm.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is his treasure.
Right, and that's of utmost importance. All right, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right, because the fear of the Lord is going to keep you from doing something that's unwise, you know, whereas 2/3 in these heathen, you know, they're going to go down to Esau for help. You know, like it says in Isaiah, the 30th chapter, or the 36th chapter, in the 6th verse.
Yeah.
You know, lo thou trustest on the staff of this broken reed. You see, and it's broken because the Lord is doing a number on America, Babylon the Great. You know, that rulership seat is being taken from them, you see. So they're going to have to come in with that new system like we went into last night, you know. You got a precept?
Yeah, Con.
Okay.
The book of Job, you know, and this is just expounding on the precept I just read. The book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding.
Right.
That's it on that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead, you can hit it.
Run it back, what shot?
Con. It's the book of Job, chapter 28, and verse 28. And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that is wisdom.
Right. So the fear of the Lord is wisdom. The Lord said that he loveth he loveth those that dwell with wisdom, and wisdom is going to keep you, you know what I'm saying, from doing something unwise, all right? It's going to keep you from pretty much, like to reiterate, you know, going down to Esau for help. You know, because the scripture say in Isaiah 10 and 20, you know, the elect shall no more stay upon him that smote them, but shall rely on the Holy One of Israel in truth, roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
You know, because they abide in the fear of the Lord. And I just want to get that word. I'm going to get that word real fast.
No, I got you, bro.
Okay.
I got you.
For the word for fear?
Oh, you made the word for fear?
Yeah, no, I got it right here.
Oh, okay, Con.
That word for fear is spelled Yah-Ra-Ah. All right, it's Yah-Ra, Bahalashwan Kadash in the Holy Tongue. All right, so that Yah is a hand. All right, it's Yad, and then you got the Ra. It's Ra'ash, which is the highest. All right, and then it says Ah for strength, because essentially you're throwing yourself down at worship to the highest. That's fear. You know, you're doing what the highest is asking you to do. You know, you're submitting yourself. All right, we can finish out that verse that Job.
All right, Con, you want me to finish that out?
Con.
You want me to go into verse 29? Because that was it on that.
It was like the latter. You said the fear is
Oh,
wisdom,
okay, Con.
yeah.
The fear of the Lord, or the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding.
Right, to depart from evil is understanding. You see that's true understanding, you know, and it's all given through the Spirit, you know. So to depart from evil and to fear the Lord, you know, it's ultimately wise, and the Lord is going to make sure that you're good if you're ultimately doing what He asks of you, you know. Let's get we can get that Bon Sirach chapter 2 and verse 7, Baba Kushah.
Con, I got you. The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 7. Ye that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall.
Yeah, and when you go into the word wait, it's kwawa, all right? And it means to pretty much expect, you see, because if you're doing the things that the Lord is asking you to do, you know, you should ultimately expect, you know, salvation, you know, Lord's willing, you know. You can run that back.
Con. The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 7. Ye that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, wait for his mercy.
Right.
And go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
Right, so it says believe him, you see, because in the scriptures, Hebrews, like Barium chapter 11, verse 1 to 6, it talks about, you know, that you got to believe that he is, and he's rewarded to them that diligently seek him. You see, I'm gonna run it back. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail." You see, because ultimately your fear is driven from your faith. You know, because faith without works is dead. You know.
That's right.
You keep going.
Come on. Verse 8. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Verse 9. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Right. And if we notice those three verses, 7, 8, and 9, all right, it said fear 3 times, which when you go into 3, that's understanding. You know, so it's understanding that, hey, this is the whole duty of man. Could we get that, Baba Kushai? Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. You know, because we have to understand that, hey, the fear of the Lord, going back to Isaiah 33 and 6, is the treasure. You know, that's ultimately what's going to keep you from getting fucked up out here, you know, and these horrendous judgments.
Ecclesiastes
12 and 13.
12 and 13. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 10 and verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, fear the Most High, and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
The whole duty. And when you go into one of those words in that verse, it says sawak, which means in the end. So the conclusion, you know, ultimately, what does the Lord want? He wants fear. Because if you look at all the creations, everything fears the Lord in a certain degree, or everything abides in the Lord's will. You know, everything shows some type of reverence to the Lord. You know, everything has a particular purpose, and everything is playing out its purpose in a certain particular fashion. You know, the plants, the animals, you know, they doing what they do. You know, Esau, he's being a damn good devil. You know, he's playing out his role in the movie.
Oh yeah, he's doing his part.
But ultimately going into you know, the elect, you know, fear the Lord on the right hand side, keep his commandments, because that's the whole duty. That was what we was created to do as the Israelite man, woman, and child. You know, I'm gonna get this real fast. This is I'm gonna show you Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7. It says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." And ultimately, how do you get that understanding? All right, through the fear of the Lord. You know, it all ties into each other. It's a full circle. Yep.
Yeah, Con, I have another precept.
Con, you got it.
Now go ahead, because I lost it.
Con, I'm gonna get this one. This is
Con.
the Holyum Psalms. This is the Holyum Psalms, chapter 111. And I'm gonna get verse 10. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments, all his commandments are sure." All right, because the scriptures say that, you know, write these words in the book because they are faithful and true. All right, and the whole book is the book of the commandments. So everything in the scriptures is true. You know, so it says, "They stand fast forever and ever, and are done in truth and uprightness. He sent his redemption unto his people. He hath commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverend is his name." All right, when you go into reverend, when you go into revere, it means to fear. You see, because that's what the Lord is looking for. So it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever." All right, and it says, "A good understanding have all they that do his commandments." Why? Because ultimately going into the fear, that's how you get the understanding. You see? Let me see. Let's get, you got a precept?
Yeah, Con. The book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 13. "In the lips of him that has understanding, wisdom is found." You know what I'm saying? So a man of understanding will preach wisdom, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of, you know, like this truth, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be judged for it. You know?
We can hit Proverbs 1, and we start at verse 20, and down to verse 33, and then we close it off. You have nothing else.
God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets."
Right. Because the Lord said, hey, give them warning from me, you see, because ultimately, like we just got, going to the fear of the Lord, The Lord wants the Israelite man, woman, and child to fear him. You see, and that wisdom is being cried out through the service, the prophets, the men of great millstone, those likewise doctrine. All right.
Yeah, kind. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has his hand stretched out still. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people aren't going to understand in these end days, like when judgment is being passed amongst the multitude, how evil things are going to be, not realizing that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has been merciful this entire time. Like it says in the book of Romans chapter 11, verse 7, what then? Israel have not obtained that which it obtained for, but the election have found it. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 of the nation of Israel is just going to be shut it out. Not understanding the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Precept. This is according to Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 11. It says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yet they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Verse 13, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, all right, because he's crying through the servants, the prophets, bringing out this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
That's right.
It says, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. Hey, so 2/3 they're gonna be put on dial tone because they didn't ultimately want to fear the Lord. They wanted to do follow their own covetousness.
And if I may say this, what I'm saying, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said that he sent all his prophets, all of them,
right,
to warn you people. You got it, bro. Or do you want me to continue? Okay, Khan. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. Yeah, Khan. You know what I'm saying? And also with that, not only are we supposed to give warning unto Jake, we're also supposed to give warning unto the other nations of their judgment as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's because if all we did was gone to the hood where Jake is, then the other nations will have no understanding of their judgment that's to come as well.
Right.
So Jake's going off.
Right.
Come to the hood. Nah, man. Anyhow, verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Right. Stretched out his hand because going back to Zechariah the 7th chapter, they said they pulled away the shoulder, they was like, no, I don't want no parts of that,
Con, if I may, can I jump down to verse 28 or do you want me to read down?
If you got a point, you can go ahead.
Con. The book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 28, and then I guess you want to close out on this? I don't know. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? It's because the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is taught by the precepts of men. They don't understand the true judgment of the Lord. And so when all these things come upon the people, fear isn't going to hit them right away, but the confusion is what's really going to get them. Like what's going on? How do I get out of this situation? And then after that, when you have no direction and no path, fear is going to sit in a certain way, man, that's going to really destroy the people.
Because
bro.
I'm about to say either you get down or you lay down, and the hopeful elect, they laying down, you see. Oh, no, they're getting down, you see. But 2/3, they're going to have to be, put down. They're going to have to be laid down,
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Death by example.
Right.
That's what's really going to get them, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to sit back and say, well, I'm an American, I'm this and I'm that. Nah, you don't understand.
Yeah.
This is your captivity. This is your punishment. That's all I got, bro. Unless,
Con, we can finish up. We use that 29, right? We could go down to 33.
Con. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 30. They were not of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Right, it says the prosperity of fools, because you go to Quahalat, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11 to verse 13, talks about how pretty much because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, they essentially feel like, they can just do whatever, so and to 2/3 to the heathen, they feel like that's prosperity, they feel like they ultimately win, you see, but they in for a rude awakening because the Lord is going to judge a man according to his ways. We go ahead and finish it out.
That's right. The book, going down to 33. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Right, so it says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely. All right, but talk, ultimately being in the Lord's care. And it says hearken because essentially when you listening, that means you're doing what the Lord is asking, or you're fearing the Lord. It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. So ultimately, that's Psalm 91 protection, But that's pretty much all you had.
Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Okay. Hey, well, we pray that lesson was edifying. We can go ahead, close it up by saying, Call Layim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Chakodash. Hey, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the tortoise of truth from Ruel. And much respect to you, brothers that are pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
While Yahweh Mahar, La Bachayayim, may God speed to the elect. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.